He is an actor, director, and writer who first stole our hearts as a member of the Brat Pack in classic movies from the 80s, like St. Elmo's Fire and Pretty in Pink.
Well, now, Andrew McCarthy is also a New York Times bestselling author. He's released a brand new memoir chronicling his 500-mile trek across Spain's Camino de Santiago with his 19-year-old son. It is called Walking with Sam. How revelatory this must have been. I just am imagining you and your 19-year-old son on this incredible journey together. You must have learned a million things about him that you didn't know.
I learned more than I wanted to know. No, it was amazing. It was real. I've done it twice now, and it's life-changing both times. You know, I wanted to get to know my son as an adult, as he was just going out into the world, you know. He was no longer willing to take me talking to him as a parent, you know. So I wanted to sort of rewrite our relationship. And you sit down with my son to talk, you're not going to get very far, but you get him moving and it all comes out.
So walking helps the conversation flow.
That's so interesting. What gave you the idea? Like, I mean, I know you'd already done it, but with him, like, how did you think, let's go?
Well, like I said, the first time was a real life-changer for me. It helped me, you know, I think I suffered from a little imposter syndrome after all those early success in the movies, and it helped me walk into myself, as it were, you know. And he had just broken up with his girlfriend, so he was moping around the house, and I said, Sammy, you want to walk across the Camino? And he's like, whatever. At that moment, I walked into the other room, bought 2 plane tickets, and 2 days later, we were walking in Spain. Because I knew he'd change his mind if he had a minute to think about it.
You talk about imposter syndrome. It's so surprising, or actually not surprising, how many people sit opposite us and talk about that even now, even after they feel like they've dealt with it. Do you still have traces of that, or have you kind of...
no, I mean, I am what I am at this point.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, no, I think when I was younger, I had that, because so much happened so fast when I was a kid and in the movies and everything, and it was what I wanted, and it was a wondrous time, but it was also completely sort of beyond my comprehension.
Yeah.
You know? Isn't that so interesting that when you kind of conquer your dreams in some way and you live your dreams, you can still feel sort of let down by them?
Well, I mean, fame particularly, there's nothing there. There's no there in fame. And it wasn't what I really wanted anyway. I didn't get into acting to become famous. It never occurred to me that that would happen to me. So, and it was very much like it was something that happened to me when I was a kid.
Well, I mean, you're hanging on to that. You're doing this Brat Pack documentary. And you know what's interesting? When some people have early success like that, and there are some people in movies or even on things like American Idol or one of those shows, they kind of lean away from it. They're like, I'm not that person. I'm this person now. But you leaned into all of that.
Well, after time.
After time,
After time. That's exactly it. You know, for years, I ran away from it, and then I finally said, I should just turn. This was a seismic event in my life. My life changed because of what happened when I was in the Brat Pack. And I finally turned around and looked at it. I wrote a book about it, and then I kind of thought, okay, that's what I think about it. What did everybody else think? So I called up everybody and said, can I come see you and talk to you about it? Because I know it was life-changing for you, too, and none of us had ever talked about it. So I hadn't seen these guys in, like, 30 years. You know, I hadn't seen Rob or Emilio or, you know, to me, any of them in ages. So it was really amazing to go back and see.
And what did you learn from how they felt about the time versus sort of how you felt?
Well, I think it was the same thing happened. It was like everybody got hit upside the head with a 2x4 when it happened. You know what I mean? And then
it was
how everybody,
surprising.
and we hated it when it first came out, you know, because it was a negative term initially, which we all forget now because it's this iconically affectionate phrase, and you know, we all it's like I'm an avatar of people's youth, you know, and so it's a warm, fuzzy thing. But to chat with everybody about their journey to come to that position with it was amazing.
How was your conversation with Demi Moore? What was that about?
Well, to me, being Demi was just very like new age, and like it was like I going to therapy. It was Demi really sort of psychoanalyzed me and put me on the right track.
I'm curious.
She was amazing.
I love that.
Wow.
Okay, so you recently just turned 60.
That's right.
That's right. Here I am. How do you
Talk
feel?
about leaning into it. Oh my God.
Yeah, but I feel like, you know, we always say here, some things get greater later. Like, how do you feel at this stage of your life?
Well, my life's amazing now, you know, and like when I walked across the Camino with Sammy, like that never could have happened when I was younger.
No.
You know, never. And I never would have been that sort of open to seeing him and letting him see me. More important, I think, letting him see who I am as a person. He said one time, part of the walk, he said, you know, I think it takes a long time, if ever, for kids to see their parents as real people.
It's so true.
Oh, wow.
And so, you know, and I think the inverse is also true. So that helped us see that, you know, and that wouldn't have happened to me when I was younger.
You talk about your son and that relationship. You also have a really really fun relationship with your daughter. You're a Swiftie, I hear. Is that true?
Well, I'm a recent Swiftie. My daughter is a big Swiftie. Yeah, we went to the show.
Wow,
you
look
did
at
it.
that sequence.
Yeah, my daughter presented me with that 10 minutes before we went, and I talk about leaning into it. I went, okay, and which was helpful because some of the other fathers around the place were kind of going, nice jacket, dude. To which I leaned right into tail and said, you know, haters gonna hate, dude.
Was it fun to see Taylor's? I mean, we are Swifties. We both went.
It's fantastic. She's amazing.
Yeah.
And it was amazing to watch my daughter watching her. But what's amazing, I think, about her so much, beside the music, is that those kids really feel seen by her.
That's something.
You know what I mean? And that's all we ever want in life is see me. See who I am. You know, same thing I had with my son.
Yeah, I was going to say,
see me.
That's what this book is all about, right? Is seeing your child as something more than just your kid.
Exactly. It's exactly right. And same thing with Taylor Swift. It was like watching my daughter sing every word, and like there's the love that happens between 80,000 people and her.
So crazy.
And she just is like,
Wow.
Totally. She's such a talent.
Andrew,
so are you. This is
Andrew,
a beautiful book. So good for
Thank you.
Father's Day. So to check out Andrew's book, Walking with Sam, head to today.com/book.